Good evening. Friends, good evening. Over the last decade, In Defense of Christians has known no greater friend than the Armenian National Committee of America. We're honored to be in the trenches with you every day and stand with you today as we commemorate the Armenian Genocide, which took the lives of over 1.5 million Armenians and 1.5 million other Christians, Greeks, Syriacs, Assyrians, Chaldeans, Maronites, for a total of 3 million Christians. I learned about the Armenian Genocide as a child through oral tradition. I too am a grandchild of this genocide. In 1915, a few members of my family who were able to survive the massacres sought refuge in a city called Adana. At the time, it was under French mandate. They shared neighborhoods, churches, and orphanages with several fellow survivors, Armenian survivors. The fellowship between Syriacs, Assyrians, Chaldeans, and Armenians, and Greeks, is forged in blood, tragedy, and most importantly, survival. The century that followed the Armenian Genocide was catastrophic for Christians in the Middle East. Prior to the Armenian Genocide, Christians constituted over 20% of the total population of the Middle East. Today, Christians constitute less than 2%, and there's no question at all, that the Armenian Genocide triggered a sequence of events that set the stage for the century-long genocide that we witness even today. Impunity for the Armenian Genocide has set dangerous precedent and showed the world that it's okay to destroy entire ethnic and religious groups. There's been no accountability for these acts, and the absence of consequences encourages greater evil. Hitler used this very logic to justify in his mind, and the mind of his followers, the destruction and murder of 6 million Jews. Because after all, who today speaks of the Armenian Genocide? Even today, Turkish President Erdogan refers to Christians as the remnants, the leftovers of the sword. According to him, the genocide has not yet been completed. We see the genocide continue even to this day by Azerbaijan, supported by Turkey itself, in war crimes against Armenians in Artsakh, and in the form of war crimes by Turkey against Christians in Syria, Iraq, Cyprus, and yes, even Christians in Nigeria, where Turkey supplies arms to an ISIS franchise known as Boko Haram. After a century of indifference, the United States finally recognized the Armenian Genocide in April of 2021. But now the United States is faced with yet another opportunity to fix broken foreign policy. Discontinue aid to Azerbaijan today and say no to the sale of advanced fighter jets to Turkey, jets that will be used to destroy the Armenian homeland and continue the genocide of the final Christian communities remaining in the Middle East. In Defense of Christians is proud to stand with Armenian friends to bring conscience to U.S. foreign policy. Thank you all for being here, and thank you for having me. God bless you.